今日もお付き合いいただきありがとうございます。今日の主なニュースを英語でお送りします。
Japan's revised personal information protection law is now enacted. It allows personal data, including medical history, to be used without consent for AI development. This aims to boost Japan's AI sector. Concerns remain about sensitive information, which future guidelines will address. A new fine system for violations was also introduced.
Israel has informed the U.S. about a new Iranian plot to assassinate President Donald Trump. U.S. intelligence was already tracking such threats, but Israel's information was specific. President Trump himself stated he is a target. Tensions between the U.S. and Iran have sharply increased in recent days.
Very strong typhoon number 9 is approaching Okinawa's Sakishima Islands, expected to be very close by Friday morning. The islands will experience strong winds from Thursday evening until Friday night. The Japan Meteorological Agency warns of strong winds, high waves, storm surges, and landslides. Residents should take extreme caution.
Temperatures are rising across western and eastern Japan, with some areas already experiencing extreme heat above 35 degrees Celsius. Heat stroke alerts have been issued, especially in Kyushu, and the Kanto Koshin region expects intense heat this afternoon. Residents are strongly advised to take thorough heat stroke prevention measures.
A prosecutor from the Osaka District Public Prosecutor's Office pleaded not guilty in his initial trial for alleged special public official assault and abuse. He is accused of hitting a desk and yelling during an interrogation, along with continuous verbal abuse. The prosecutor argued his actions were not abusive.
A council involving the government and local municipalities has agreed on procedures for compulsory land acquisition for Narita Airport's third runway. This decision follows difficult negotiations with some landowners. The council will proceed with legal steps to acquire the necessary land while continuing discussions with property owners.
Weeks after a major earthquake in Venezuela, many people remain missing in collapsed buildings, making rescue efforts challenging. Aid organizations from various countries, including Japan, are intensifying their support for the affected population. The situation remains critical.
At New Chitose Airport in Hokkaido, a parked airplane reported smoke from a mobile battery just before 2 p.m. on July 10, 2026. About 50 passengers were on board, but no injuries have been reported. Firefighters are currently on scene, confirming if there is an actual fire inside the aircraft.
次は社会のニュースです。
The Imperial Household Law Amendment Bill has passed the House of Representatives with majority support. This bill enables female imperial family members to remain in the family after marriage. It also allows male descendants from former imperial families to be adopted. The bill now moves to the House of Councilors, where it will be discussed in a special committee next week.
Temperatures are rising across western and eastern Japan today, July 10th. Some areas have already reached extreme heat, hitting 35 degrees Celsius or higher this morning. Heat stroke alerts are active, especially in Kyushu, and the Kanto Koshin region expects intense heat this afternoon. Residents are urged to take thorough precautions.
Very strong typhoon number 9 is heading towards Okinawa's Sakishima Islands, expected to approach closely tomorrow morning, July 11th. Sakishima will experience strong winds from this evening through tomorrow night. The Japan Meteorological Agency warns of high waves, storm surges, and landslides. Residents are advised to be extremely cautious
Local governments have agreed to compulsory land acquisition for Narita Airport's new runway. Chiba Prefecture and 9 surrounding municipalities approved the airport operator's application for expropriation. Land acquisition difficulties have delayed the runway's planned 2029 opening. This measure is deemed unavoidable to secure the necessary land.
Delivery lockers are increasingly being misused for special fraud. Tokyo police have arrested members of 2 criminal groups involved in such cases. In both incidents, stolen money or cash cards were exchanged using these lockers. For example, one group defrauded an 80-year-old woman of 8 million yen. Police are investigating this trend.
A criminal trial has begun for former Special Prosecutor Daisuke Tabuchi. He faces charges of official assault and abuse for allegedly shouting "Don't underestimate prosecutors" during a 2019 interrogation. Tabuchi pleaded not guilty, claiming his actions were part of his duty. This unusual trial was initiated by a court decision, making it a rare case.
The Sendai Family Court rejected a same-sex couple's marriage application, ruling it lawful under current laws. The couple had claimed the rejection was unconstitutional. While denying the application, the court stated the couple's arguments for unconstitutionality deserve consideration due to changing social views.
The House of Representatives Steering Committee has adopted an ancillary resolution. This resolution states that stable imperial succession measures will continue to be considered. This decision comes after the Imperial Household Law Amendment Bill passed earlier today. The committee emphasizes the ongoing importance of discussing the future of the imperial family.
Education Minister Yohei Matsumoto plans to address elementary school students changing for PE in the same room. He will gather information from education boards nationwide to take necessary measures. Ministry guidelines already require separate changing spaces for boys and girls. A recent survey showed nearly half of municipalities have schools where this separation is not implemented.
次はビジネス関連のニュースです。
Zentoshin, a credit card payment agency, has filed for bankruptcy. Japan's government will support affected small and medium businesses, especially restaurants. Economy Minister Akazawa pledged full support to ease concerns. Special consultation desks are opening at 378 locations nationwide, and loan requirements will be eased. This aims to prevent further bankruptcies among affected companies.
A bill to amend the Imperial House Law, aimed at securing the number of imperial family members, has passed the House of Representatives. It gained majority support from the LDP, Japan Innovation Party, and others. The bill is now moving to the House of Councilors, where it is also expected to pass.
A bill to establish a disaster prevention agency, meant to be the command center for disaster countermeasures, has passed a special committee in the House of Councilors approved by a majority. It is expected to become law next week. This agency aims to smoothly and quickly advance disaster prevention policies across the nation.
The extension route for the Hokuriku Shinkansen, connecting Suruga to Shinosaka, will be decided next week. The Katsuragawa Plan, via Obama-Kyoto, is now the strongest candidate. This option is favored by the ruling parties, as it addresses local concerns in Kyoto more effectively, making it easier to gain public understanding.
Growth Strategy Minister Junushi declared that the government will not predetermine interest rate changes for the Bank of Japan. This aims to counter financial market concerns about government pressure on the BOJ. Stemming from a draft economic policy, he added that the draft's wording is currently being adjusted.
An amended personal information protection law has passed, easing rules for collecting personal data for AI development. It allows sensitive information like medical history to be used without consent for creating AI models or statistics. This aims to boost Japan's AI sector, though concerns remain about privacy and potential misuse.
Japan's local tax revenue reached over 50 trillion yen for the first time last fiscal year, marking a fifth consecutive annual record. This growth is thanks to increased individual inhabitant taxes, driven by wage hikes and strong corporate performance. The Ministry of Internal Affairs and Communications announced these preliminary figures.
A party leaders' debate involving Prime Minister Takaichi and the leaders of 6 opposition parties has been officially scheduled for next week, July 15th. The duration of the debate has been extended to 60 minutes. This decision was made by a joint meeting of the National Basic Policy Committees.
Japan's government has revised its basic AI policy plan. The updated plan now includes using high-performance AI to inspect vulnerabilities in critical government systems. This measure aims to strengthen defenses against cyber attacks, acknowledging the rapid advancements in artificial intelligence technology.
では、スポーツニュースをお伝えします。
France defeated Morocco 2-0 in the World Cup quarterfinals, making them the first team to reach the semifinals. Star player Kylian Mbappé scored his 8th goal of the tournament, which ties him for the top scorer position. This crucial victory secures France's advancement in the North American World Cup.
Kylian Mbappé's exceptional skill helped France reach the World Cup semifinals. He scored his 8th goal, tying him with Messi. Mbappé remained unfazed by racist comments from a Paraguayan politician after a previous match. He strongly condemned the remarks, stating he would never allow racism to spread. His strong performance led France to victory.
FIFA has banned England defender Jarell Quansah for 2 matches after his red card against Mexico. Fans are questioning this decision, comparing it to a similar incident involving U.S. player Folarin Balogun. Balogun's ban was suspended for a year, reportedly due to intervention by U.S. President Trump. Quansah will miss England's next 2 World Cup matches.
Japan's national soccer coach, Hajime Moriyasu, is expected to extend his contract until the Asian Cup in January 2027. After that, a new coach will be appointed with Takeshi Oiwa as a strong candidate. The Japan Football Association is also considering offering Moriyasu a key management position within the organization after his coaching tenure ends.
Dina pitcher John Duplantier will leave the team after undergoing successful right elbow surgery in the U.S. on July 8th. Dina announced they have placed him on waivers. Duplantier joined Dina this season but only appeared in 2 games, recording 0 wins and 2 losses before being removed due to poor condition.
3. Yakult Swallows pitchers achieved a combined no-hitter against the Hiroshima Carp on July 9th. Starter Walters pitched 7 innings, followed by relievers Rolonzo and Quijada, who each pitched 1. This marks the 6th combined no-hitter in Japanese professional baseball history and the first achieved solely by foreign pitchers. The Swallows won, ending their 6-game losing streak.
Kanashi Nogyo High School, aiming for a 3rd consecutive championship, suffered an unexpected first-round defeat in the Akita Prefectural High School baseball tournament. They lost 3-1 to Yokote High School. This upset follows the early elimination of last summer's top 4 Akita teams, marking an unprecedented series of shocks in the tournament.
In Major League Baseball, Seiya Suzuki of the Cubs hit his 15th home run of the season, marking his second consecutive game with a homer. Separately, pitcher Matsui allowed 1 run in his game. Shohei Ohtani's team did not have a scheduled game today.
The Volleyball SV League released an awareness video on July 8th to combat voyeurism and the spread of inappropriate images or videos of athletes on social media. The video, distributed on platforms like TikTok, emphasizes that athletes are not competing to have suggestive photos taken. The league aims to create a safe environment where players can compete without worry.
続いて、国際ニュースです。
South Korean prosecutors have sought a 13-year prison sentence for Hak Ja-han, the 83-year-old leader of the Unification Church. She is accused of violating political funding laws. Prosecutors claim she offered money and luxury items to the former president's side, seeking favors. A co-conspirator's 18-month prison sentence was upheld, confirming the crime was organized and approved by Han.
Tensions between the U.S. and Iran are high after reciprocal attacks. On July 8th, the U.S. military struck Iranian military targets, retaliating for merchant ship attacks. President Trump warned of 20 times retaliation if attacked. Iran reported 14 deaths and claimed to have attacked U.S. bases. Iran's parliament speaker also hinted at potentially closing the Strait of Hormuz.
Iran held a state funeral for former Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, killed in February by U.S.-Israel attacks. His body was buried on July 9th. During the ceremonies, the U.S. and Iran continued reciprocal attacks. This ongoing tension makes the expected resumption of peace talks uncertain. Neighboring countries are now mediating to ease the conflict.
North Korean state media reported that the Workers' Party Central Military Commission held an enlarged meeting on July 9th. General Secretary Kim Jong-un attended. During the session, a decision was made to enhance and expand the country's nuclear capabilities, strengthening both the quality and quantity of its nuclear forces.
North Korea's prime minister has visited China to strengthen relations between the two countries. The visit also commemorates the 65th anniversary of their friendship treaty. This emphasizes their continued close ties and cooperation on various fronts.
An airport in Florida, known for President Trump's weekend visits, has been officially renamed President Trump International Airport. U.S. media reported this marks the first time a sitting president has an airport named in their honor. The change reflects the president's strong ties to the state.
The Ukrainian military announced it attacked 35 ships from Russia's Shadow Fleet in the Azov Sea. These tankers and cargo ships reportedly transport Russian oil, helping Russia evade sanctions. Ukraine stated the attacks, carried out over 96 hours, aimed to disrupt fuel supplies to the Russian military and its operations.
A major earthquake struck Venezuela last month, leaving many people missing in collapsed buildings. Rescue efforts are difficult due to the extensive damage. International aid organizations, including those from Japan, are now intensifying their support for the affected population, focusing on providing crucial humanitarian assistance.
A wildfire in Almeria, southern Spain, has killed 12 people, with several others injured. European media reported this on July 10th. The fire occurred amidst a record-breaking heat wave in the region. Local authorities are now investigating to determine the cause of this devastating incident.
続いて、 文化・芸能ニュースをお伝えします。
Fuji TV has changed its planned Monday 9 p.m. drama for next January. This decision follows issues during the filming of Couple's Separate Surnames Detective starring Jiro Sato and AI Hashimoto. Management suddenly instructed to avoid romance-themed shows. Staff expressed frustration as casting and script writing for a romantic comedy were already in progress.
British singer Bonnie Tyler, famous for her hit songs like Total Eclipse of the Heart and Holding Out for a Hero, has died at the age of 75. She passed away in Portugal on July 8th. Tyler had undergone emergency intestinal surgery in May and was reportedly regaining consciousness last month.
A new Lilo and Stitch animated short film, Lilo and Scratch, will be released in theaters on December 4th. This is the first Lilo and Stitch theatrical animation in 23 years. It will be shown with Disney's Billy and the Magical Beginning, introducing a mischievous new cat, Scratch, who causes lively trouble for Stitch.
Nintendo announced that its smartphone game, Mario Kart Tour, will end service on September 30th. Sales of in-game currency have already stopped, with refunds for unused currency available after the shutdown. Launched in September 2019, this was the first Mario Kart game for smartphones, concluding its 7-year history.
In the shogi world, Kana Fukuma Seirei has won the opening game of her best-of-5 match. She secured this important victory by defeating Nishiyama, the current women's Triple Crown holder. This win gives Fukuma Seirei an early advantage in the series, setting an exciting tone for the upcoming games.
Riona Matsushita, a 27-year-old former member of the idol group Maneki Kekak, has announced her retirement from the entertainment industry. Her final live performance will take place on December 19th this year. Matsushita expressed deep gratitude to her fans for their 11 years of support, calling her memories with them invaluable.
Actor Kentaro Ito is showing signs of a comeback 6 years after a hit-and-run scandal damaged his image. He is now appearing in remakes of classic Fuji TV romance dramas like Tokyo Love Story and 101st Proposal. Ito gained fame in Kyo Kara or Wa before his arrest in October 2020, but his recent roles suggest a return to prominence.
Hoko Date, the assembly of massive floats for Kyoto's Gion Festival, has begun. On July 9th, work started on the Naginata Hoko, which will lead the Saki Matsuri parade on July 17th. Craftsmen are using traditional rope tying techniques without nails, with completion expected by July 12th for its trial run.
The Omagari Fireworks Competition, Japan's top fireworks event, will take place on August 29th in Akita Prefecture. 28 companies will compete, launching 18,000 fireworks. The theme, Ode to Glory, honors athletes from events like the Winter Olympics and World Cup. The grand finale will feature 2,300 fireworks in just over 5 minutes.
今日のニュースは以上です。最後までお付き合いいただき、ありがとうございました。おやすみなさい。